Hello.
Hello. Did you just growl? Here we are.
Here we are. Hello.
Peggy's excited.
Hello, everybody.
I'm not actually muted. It just thinks I'm muted because I'm using Peggy's microphone.
Yes, Lisa and I are sharing. We're sharing a microphone, so if you guys piss me off, I'll unplug it.
What? And then you'll be quiet. Thank you. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I love you. We have to switch our order because I'm looking at you this way. Hold on. That makes more sense.
Oh my god.
Okay. What do you think about our individual screens?
Okay. So, hello. How is everybody today? It looks like we have a nice yeah, it was overdue.
Yes, it was.
I got a fresh haircut. I was actually last week. Okay. So, this is our first. Okay, so for those of you who are not sure what the hell is going on, this is our very first public game of
Role-playing the Tarot.
Role-playing the Tarot.
Oh, I can put the banner back
So
up.
what we've been doing behind the scenes is running some private games.
Yes.
To practice and get ourselves sorted out, figure out what works. Hopefully identify what doesn't. I mean, we may experience some things. I mean, I'm pretty sure that this is going to have a certain element of constant tweaking.
Yeah.
So basically what I do is I create the beginnings of a story, try and keep it easy to work with. The players build the story from there. They could take it any way they want. They can do anything they want. Each player has chosen a tarot card. Now, if you have, say, the Queen of Cups, you are not a queen, and you are not. Everybody will try to mention their card so that we know what there is. But basically they are playing to the personality type represented by that card.
Yes.
So,
and we draw it. We draw it randomly. So we shuffle, we draw.
Yeah, so the Queen of Wands.
My deck is clearly stacked, but
the Queen of Wands always strives to be proactive, things like that. So they would be that's what my particular deck says. And I know that decks have a bit of a basically anything you want as long as it fits. You're playing a personality type.
Yeah. So if you're playing along in the audience, you draw yourself a random court card and you're playing as that personality. And it's a lot of fun because it kind of gets you in the brain or in the
thinking area,
in the thinking of that particular court card. So it's a cool learning thing too.
As an audience player, because there's so many, because people are going to chat, and we don't want to stop people from having a good time.
Yes.
There's a little Well-Tempered Claire says it was a Dungeons and Dragons inspired, and there's obviously an element of that because that was like the firstest and the bestest.
The firstest and the bestest
of those kind of games. So it's like. It's definitely not a copy of that.
No.
I had games like that in mind when I was thinking of this. Anyway, so basically your card is your personality type. You can have like most of the you'll see. Okay, I'm not going to explain it in detail. You guys are going to see what's going on now. As you see, Phyllis has already done the thing.
Yes, so that's how you do it. You just put in your abbreviation.
She's a Knight of Wands. And that way, if you start it with your card, then everybody will know that you're making your comment in character. If you're just chatting, then just chat. There's no, hey, I should probably do this properly. There we go. If you're just chatting, then just chat. And there's no restrictions on that. If you're chatting in character, then just remember that your current role, unless you are called up for a retainer mission, which is something that can happen, where we call for a volunteer and we give you instructions.
Yes.
Then ideally you are adding minor detail. You're a minor. Okay, as an audience member, you're a minor character. So add minor details, minor reactions, things like that. It's pretty simple. You'll get the hang of it. Everybody got. There's some people here right now that are making in character, out of character comments just to show you what that looks like. So that's fine. Now, all of our people that ended up at the front of the room, not everybody is going to watch the chat. Not everybody. I mean, I'm a slow typer. Not everybody's going to have time to. Not everybody's going to have time to watch the chat, or to respond to the chat, or to react to the chat. But it could happen. So, we had the one game and somebody said something in chat and everybody's going, woo, and then everybody responded to that and incorporated that into the game. That can happen. So there could be something like that.
You could be overheard in gossiping or chatting about things.
You could be overheard and somebody goes, oh my God, this person has a point.
Yes, we've had that happen in test games. It was so fun.
Yeah. So the game itself, I'm not going to spend a lot of time. What we did was we invited the players that were in the test games to play the first game, so that we can get a quick start and not have to spend too much time on details. Because I think that as you guys see for yourself how this works, you're going to go, oh, I get it. It'll be super quick.
Yeah.
It'll be super quick to figure out what's going on. At least we hope so. So we will, where possible, be trying to mention our cards. Like if I say that, oh, I have this 10 of Pentacles note is my suggestion. That way we are keeping our comments, our suggestions, everything stays in context. So if I'm a king of swords personality, if I'm a king of swords personality and I have the 10 of Pentacles, I'm going to go, money is no object. Let's go to war. So I know we can win.
So nobody plays a major arcana card. So no, you basically draw a court card only as your character type.
No, I just told Robin it's fine. You can if picking court cards doesn't work for the personality type you want to represent, that's fine. But just remember that as a relatively minor character, it may not matter that much to how the game itself is going to roll out. If you are,
my vote is that you stick with court cards. I personally want to be a purist about that, just because the whole point is to learn the court cards, right, and get to know them.
We're not the tarot police.
No, we're not. You can do anything you want, but my opinion.
If you're playing, I mean, if
that isn't how it's meant to be played, you can do whatever you want. But
if you come on camera to play, just keep in mind that if you come on camera to play, you're going to be required to use a court card, just because everybody else has the same. Everybody else has the same requirements, so we'll be sticking with that for on-screen players. After this game, how this game is going to wrap up. If we are super into it and things are still not resolved, then I will call time after about 2 hours, and then we may decide to either have a quick wrap up, or depending on how the game is played. If we can wrap up the game in 2 hours, we will wrap it up. And then the next game will be from scratch. If we haven't figured, if we're still going really strong and want, if we're still going really strong and it'd be silly to end it now, then we will continue it in another session with other people having opportunities to be main players. Just being a main player today doesn't obligate those people to stick around until the story is resolved. And we did that in the test game. We ran it for 3 sessions with different people every time, and it worked out really well. So that part's fine.
Ooh, Toadstool Tarot has a good question. What if you are the same court card as another player? We've had this happen. It's amazing. Yeah, we had 2 Knight of Cups as main players in one of the test games, and it was epic. It was awesome.
Oh yeah, because every single person has a slightly different take on how the tarot goes. So what did we have? 2 King of Cups?
We had 2 Knight of Cups in the first game,
and they were kind of disagreeing.
Plus, I was the Page of Cups that game
and
too.
It was kind of fun because, and also we are using I just say positive or negative. We're using reversals, shadow, however you want to look at it. Basically,
it's either positive or negative, and you can view that as reversal or not. It doesn't really matter.
Because you can get if a positive card shows up in the wrong spot, then it's not positive news in a reading. So we're doing the same thing in game.
Yeah.
For cards that
Peggy rolls for that.
For cards that I draw, I will roll to decide. So if it's like, oh, this message just came in. This is what it means. Oh, it looks like our enemy is seeing this as bad news. So that could happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in order to be fair, I'm just using a dice and rolling. Linda wants to play Tarot Police. Whoops, sorry.
That sounds
fun,
we should have.
Okay. I could maybe write a game that does that. This game is this. We're gonna take.
You really see people fight.
We're going to go off and do a 3-minute countdown.
A little 3-minute countdown, just so we're transitioning into game,
so that we can make sure that we have all of our stuff sorted out. Double check our things. Make sure our drinks are full.
Link which deck, Darcy? Do you want the link for the deck Peggy's using? I can grab that for you. What's it called? Practical
Tarot Wisdom with the Rider-Waite Tarot deck.
I'm going to throw a link in the chat.
I like this one because I don't have to think. I mean, I'm my role. Okay, I do not have an active gameplay role. My role is I have an active character, and basically my role is to facilitate the gameplay. So I'm not playing a character. I'm doing something a little bit different. Anyway, so we are going to do our 3-minute countdown. And then we will be back. We will start the game with a short scripted intro, and we will get going. Anybody has questions? Drop them in the comments. Other people there are people who have played in the test games that
I'm
are
using a
that are in
keyword
the
deck
audience.
too. I love keyword
so
decks.
hopefully you can get your questions answered as the game goes on.
Mm-hmm.
And if not, then once the game's over, drop your question in the comments, and we'll swing back to you once the video's properly uploaded.
I'm so excited.
Okay, we are gonna get going. We're gonna go. We're gonna start.
Yes. Okay. We'll see you in a sec.
See you in 3 minutes.
In 3 minutes precisely.
Precisely. The Crystal River runs through the entire continent of Isaias to the vast open waters of the Cobalt Sea, acting as the primary trade route for the many allied kingdoms lining its banks. Encompassing the Crystal River's wide delta sits the Kingdom of Doska, the wealthiest and arguably most powerful kingdom in Isaias, a kingdom that enjoys both the benefits and responsibilities of controlling this major trade route. On this day, at Braywood Palace, atop the eastern cliffs overlooking the waters of the Cobalt Sea, the people of the Kingdom of Doska, along with the allied kingdoms of Isaias, are gathered together to celebrate the coronation of the young queen Chaldea, who, at the tender age of 18, is finally of age to take the throne, with the assistance and support of her faithful regent Callum, who had served her mother, Queen Gwenay, 4 years prior. Entering the grand hall, you're a little surprised to note that the grand decorations, foodstuffs, and entertainers are nowhere to be found. You've been told that the celebrations would last for a full week, and there are still 4 days to go. Before you can really process this information, a guard approaches you and with a polite gesture leads you past the other guests to the front of the room. The Regent Callum sits in the customary regent's throne, set below and to the left of the grand throne of the newly crowned young Queen Haldia, looking around the room with a worried frown. After a moment, you notice that there are four others standing at the front with you. With a grim nod, Regent Callum stands to address the crowd. My apologies for disrupting these festivities. I have grave news that needs everyone's utmost attention. As some of you may know, 6 months ago, Prince Darian of Aeonia proposed a marriage between himself and Queen Haldia. At the time, the Queen declined his proposal, and Prince Darian left Braywood Palace empty-handed. To be frank, the Grand Council was glad of it, as the prince is known to be greedy and ambitious. None felt that this would be a good match. It seems, however, that this rejection has not deterred Prince Darian. 3 days ago, he was spotted on the bridge of a large black ship sporting black sails. It appears he has secretly set sail from Windfair and has been moving steadily towards us, following the coastline, moving mostly at night. Were it not for the fact that he was spotted by one of our spies, we would have assumed that this was just another pirate ship. Further, our spy managed to board this ship as a laborer. Due to the constraints of keeping his ruse intact, we have only had sporadic communications when he is able to send carefully coded messages to our scouts, who have done their utmost to track this vessel from the shore. It goes without saying, I hope, that should Prince Darian gain control of Doska, it would be detrimental not only to us, but to all of the allied kingdoms of Isaias. As we are a neutral kingdom, we now ask you, our allies, to step forward to protect us and the mutually beneficial alliances we have forged over the years. The 5 of you who have been invited to join me at this table have been nominated by our Grand Council as the most well-suited to handle this matter. As the rest of you have a stake in this, we invite you to observe so that you may keep your own kingdoms apprised of this situation. Before we begin, may I remind you that we have at our disposal a grand navy whose admiral is here with us today, a rather efficient team of scouts, and our renowned flock of messenger kestrels. These resources and more will be made available to you. As you are well aware, the Kingdom of Dosta is no stranger to dealing with pirates and other aggressors, so we are well prepared to fight. Please take the day to clear your mind, prepare your notes and suggestions, and we will reconvene here after we break our fast. Yeah. Bring everybody up. Good morning, everyone. Glad to see that you have returned to the Grand Hall and joined us at the table. If you would take a moment to introduce yourselves so that we may know who each other is, formally introduced, and we can start our deliberations.
I'm sorry, what?
Who are you?
Oh, hi everybody. So my name is Zalaria. I am from Ushia, and I really wanted to come here to celebrate the Queen. I don't know about all this war business. Maybe somebody else can handle that. Do we have anybody that can handle that? Just go handle it, and then we can just get back to the party.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, I'm prepared. I'm prepared to handle it. I'm ready. So I am the King of Rods, but all of you can King of Wands. My name is Fox. I own a restaurant in Sushi on the Sea. It's become quite a famous place, Sushi on the Sea. You should
heard of it.
All come and visit. Yeah, I think Ember has already come and visited my restaurant. It's called Crustaceans in Cardinancy. There's woodland views. You should all come. The previous queen came, and it was one of her favorite places, God rest her soul. And I am very concerned about our current queen and have some information about this suitor. So, but we'll get into that later.
I cannot wait to hear what you bring to say. I have been searching for any information, so anything you have to share with us would be great. Okay. I am Kelda from Sordonia, and I am actually an advisor to the ruler of our realm at the moment, and I am very happy to be here and to help you all with our quest.
Hello, I am Ember, and I come from the land of Estimia. I am the attendant number 3 to Queen Ruby, but I don't think I'm going to be attendant number 3 for very long. I can see myself moving up the ranks. You know, she sent me here on this adventure, so I really think that I will be moving up. Oh, I've also brought along my trusty companion, Smokey, who always joins me in my adventures. And I'm just, you know, I'm really thrilled to be here. Excited. Yeah.
Yay! Yeah.
I am Camilla of Pandia. And I think that we can all agree that the most important thing to do here is to take care of our new queen. And I'm sure that with all the resources that we all have to bring to the table, this is not going to be a difficult problem to solve. We just need to pull together.
And send good, strong people to do it for us so we can go back to the party. Just saying.
Yes, Valeria.
I do need to speak to my advisors about their recommendations, but it is what it is. Shall we begin? This is the last known portrait of Darien, Knight of Wands, Prince of his kingdom. He is a second son, so obviously he will not be inheriting his father's throne, which is why we think he's after this throne. And again, he seems to view himself pretty positively. We seem to view him negatively, as to be expected. And this is the information, the coded message that our spy was able to get to us from his ship.
Did we decode it?
No, we don't. We're not fully. We don't. As I said, our spy is determined. Our spy has to be very careful lest his disguise be found. So this message coded temperance was sent to us. It is something that apparently Darien feels that temperance is a negative quality that's impacting his. I'm not sure whether he views himself in the negative of that,
or clearly not balanced. Hello.
I mean, at the very least, that is his impression of us at this time. We're really, again, we are not on it. We are operating on a lot of assumptions based on his behavior on his last visit, when he tried every tactic he could to try and convince our queen to marry him.
He's just pouting.
So that is what we know at this point in time. And our next step, as I said, is up to you to decide how you want to proceed. And please discuss among yourselves. I know you do. I know you all took the time last evening to make some notes. Please let us know how you feel that you would like us to proceed, and then we can choose a tactic, choose a plan.
Regent Callum, I have a couple questions. So Prince Darien, you say, and by the way, you look a little familiar. Are you related to anybody named Aziz? I don't know. I've heard rumors.
Aziz is my cousin.
Okay. That's it all comes together. So Prince Darien has sailed off on the ship with black sails.
Yes, he was spotted leaving the harbor in a black-sailed ship. And as you know, black-sailed ships are traditionally pirate vessels, which is why we are so concerned.
Pirates are bad.
That a prince,
my gut tells me that.
We don't know how or why a prince would disguise himself as a pirate, which is why we are taking this far more seriously than we would a simple pirate encounter, which we are well prepared to deal with.
I think we gotta go. We gotta go after him. I've got this note here. It's entitled "The Seven of Swords." Came from my queen Ruby. You know, I'm really important there. I'm attendant number 3. Moving up, though, I told you. So I think we need to follow our gut instinct. I feel really passionate about this. We, at this point, seem to have the high ground. He doesn't know that we're after him. He doesn't know that we've assembled here. So I think we need to get out there and go find him, track him down.
Okay.
I think you guys all have to agree with that, right?
Well, I do agree. I think that we do need to move on this, but I think it's important that we know where we're going and not just drifting around aimlessly.
I think he needs to be comforted. I mean, he got turned down. He's pouting. He's sad. He maybe he was really in love, and now he's brokenhearted. I mean, I have this note called the Five of Cups. I think he's just having a hard time moving on. He's not really letting it go, and maybe he just, you know, when a good friend, like my friend Amara from Ushia, she's so nice when my heart is like all sad. She always comes up to me and she's like, "This is what you got to do, right? You got to like let yourself feel your feelings so that you can let them go."
Are you going to go help him with that?
No, we would send somebody just in case he was really mean, and then we'd send somebody else. But the point is, maybe he just needs a little, you know, encouragement.
Okay.
Encouragement.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's like trying to usurp the throne here, Zalaria. We can't
I don't know. I think we need to stop, and I think we need to talk to him and find out what his plans really are. So I think that right now we don't know for sure what his plans are, and we need to get a little bit more intel. So I think it's something between what Zalaria said and something which Ember says. But I agree, Ember, if he's out to get us, we should definitely hold him back. But before we do, we should find out for sure.
Well, what's the name of that note you had? That was so cool.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is the Two of Swords.
Ooh.
Okay. And Fox.
Yeah, I mean, I'm loving all the creative ideas. I think we should really go for it. I think we do actually know what he wants, like what is, I mean, maybe he doesn't quite know how he's going to get it, but I think we do know what he wants. So I'm thinking maybe, so Larry, I think there's cotton candy over at that table. So
really?
There's that. And then I think we should actually just go ahead and go for it. And, you know.
Fox, you're so right. You're
Ember,
right.
I appreciated your idea, but everybody else had great ideas. So
okay, so we do need to. I mean, it's the best use of our resources to choose one action and one action only for today. What would you agree?
You have a navy, right?
What would you agree that you would like to do? We do. We have also fast ships to send messages.
Really go.
Ember's plan. That's what I say.
Yeah, well, if we get whatever Ember says is fine.
I would vote for
that. If we go after him, what exactly are we going to do?
Oh, good question.
Oh, I mean, I'm not here for ideas like and logic kind of thing, so you guys can work that out.
So maybe we go after him, but then we also try to negotiate with him when we get there to figure out what he's doing.
Definitely talk first. Talking is good.
Yeah.
Talking.
So we want to send a messenger, or we want to send.
No, I think we should go. I think we should maybe stop his fleet and see what he's up to. So I'm all for going after him, but I think first we talk.
Okay, appreciate the compromise. Yeah.
Okay.
So would you say that we will prepare the fleet, and while we are getting the fleet ready, we'll send one of our faster ships ahead,
really fast
to try one of our fastest ships ahead to try and intercept him with a message. Asking
his intentions.
What
are your intentions?
What is the meaning of this black ship? Why? Okay, we will do that.
Yeah,
I'm excited. I feel very passionately about this decision.
I can see that.
Quiet, like a nice confrontation, not a confrontation.
You seem concerned. Are you in agreement with this action at this time, or do you have other ideas?
Wow. Heard about those people from Pandia. They just like to stay at home a lot.
Yeah.
Listen,
and they're comfy chairs.
Maybe she's thinking it through.
Maintaining our resources is important, and we need to stay focused on our objective. And our objective is to protect our queen, not to get into some silly naval battle. So, yes, I'm good with going out, but keep your powder dry.
Okay.
Wow.
In any event, our messenger boats will reach Darien this evening, and it will take days for our fleet to be assembled and sent out. So unless there is a strong disagreement, we will order our ships to begin preparation while the messenger ship is sent ahead to intercept Prince Darien and find out and see what information he's willing to tell us about his motives and what's going on. So with that, we will adjourn for the night. We will see you in the morning, and we will hopefully have our answer then.
Somebody said there was going to be a party.
I hope so.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Welcome back.
Good morning.
I hope you had a good rest.
Oh, it feels like I just fell asleep.
Just so bad.
Nighttime, it goes quickly here. It's that time of year.
Hmm.
So
It was a doozy of a party last night.
I hardly even remember it.
yes, so our messenger has returned. This is the message that he was. This is his report based on his conversation with the prince, and the prince feels that this does seem to be fairly positive for the prince. So this is where he feels that he is at right now in what he in his reasons for coming here.
So it looks like he thinks he's going to get everything he wants. Just grabbing it all.
So that is our assumption. He feels whatever. I mean, he didn't reveal much about about what he plans to do, but whatever his plan is, he feels that he's in a position to be successful.
I wonder if he's bored. Maybe he's just bored.
Wait.
I'm kind of bored. I mean, what were we talking about? Let's go on.
I'm not fully paying attention. Something about oh yeah.
I heard some murmurings from the kingdoms during the party last night, and over there in the chat, they are wanting us to go in hard.
Like they're about fire, and it was bad.
Fire, yeah. They're like, yeah.
No.
I'm with them.
Okay.
Folks, you think just like me. I'm with them.
Well,
I don't know.
I think it's fine. I think with this information, we should go. We should definitely put our troops together and go after him.
They've been drinking a lot of wine at that party. I don't know if they're the people we want to take.
It seemed like he was really overburdened. So maybe he's in a weak spot right now. And it seems like the decision, I got this note from my queen, Ruby, and she says, she calls it the Two of Wands. And here it's really about going after it, going into that, making that decision to kind of get in there. And I agree.
Okay, and there was a knock on the door. Oh, there's a knock on the door, and a soldier brings a note forward to Callum, and we've just received this message from our spy.
More information.
This code, the code is the sun. It is something that apparently the prince does feel is positive for him. And again, our spy is only able to send brief, very minimal messages, so we don't have a lot of. I make of it what you will, but we don't have a lot of other information on that. So I don't know if this affects your current conversation or not, but this is where he feels he is at now.
I think he thinks he's really safe. I think he feels very protected, super chill, everything's good, which I think that's okay. It's okay that he feels safe, but if he feels safe
sad
while he's attacking, he can be sad and feel safe at the same time.
Well, look.
Jeez.
His feelings are beside the point as far as I'm concerned. We have to take care of our queen. So if he's delusional, he thinks he's sitting in the sun, that's his problem.
That's fair.
We still need to parlay. We need to
I think we need to go and capture him. I've got the 8 of Swords here. Tie him up, capture him.
I think
he's feeling way too good.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, I think we need to squash him like a bug.
Oh no!
So we're going.
Oh no! Wait! I think did we hear back about the talking? Did the talking go okay?
The only thing we really understand at this point is that he feels confident in whatever he's doing, but we still don't.
Failed. That mission must have failed. If he's like shining in the sun and everything is going wonderfully for him, then obviously he's still on this path to usurp the throne.
True,
so we got to act quick.
I don't know. The Three of Pentacles, and I think if we can find a way to convince him that it's in his best interest and our best interest, but we don't have to talk about that part, to just turn around and go home. So we collaborate with him on how to, maybe there's something he wants other than the queen. We can't give him the queen, but maybe there's something else he wants that we could hey, does Pandy hold
I think he would take the land.
Could we pay him off?
Looks like fruit punch.
Valeria, I like that idea. And perhaps I could send out a retainer with a chest of gold to see if we could buy him off and get him out of here.
Oh,
Yes, I
that's
like
an
this
interesting
idea.
suggestion. I like it.
Yeah, I like that
Okay.
idea a lot.
Okay,
I
so
think
with
that's
that-
way too passive. I think we need to go in, tie him up, question him, get rid of him.
well, Fox, to be clear, I mean, Camila does have control of her own retainers. Let's
is
give her a
true.
moment. And we will,
All right.
is that what you wish to do?
I would like to send out, as long as this is good with everyone. I know that we have some people who would like to put some blood in their chalices, but if we could just give this a try, sometimes money talks and the prince walks.
Is it going to take long? I feel like we need to move now.
I think we can do this quick.
Our fastest ship is ready to go, and now that
All
we
right.
have his location, we can have somebody there very, very quickly.
As long as you are following your gut instincts, I'm on your side.
So do
And-
we have a call out for a retainer?
So Camilla's retainers, anyone wishing to volunteer for this mission, hashtag
Camilla.
volunteer now so that we can choose among you to someone to send on this important mission.
I mean, keep in mind that the alternative here is to, what is it? What does Fox want to do? Tie him up? And
Total war.
No, I mean, just
Apparently.
Oh,
he's not
So,
dead or anything.
you know, I wouldn't
Okay.
think of this as negotiating with pirates. I would think of this as buying pirates off.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, we're kind of buying them off, but like we buy them off and then maybe they go away, and in the meantime, we can still work on another strategy.
I mean, then we get more
True.
pirates. Then all the
Well,
pirates are like, we just got to go in and they'll.
We've got
Okay.
Buy
Pangaea
us off.
behind us. They're a pretty wealthy country from what I hear.
Well, yes, but we don't just throw it about.
So.
okay. So we shall call forward.
Scrolling.
We're waiting.
We're doing a name picker. out of
We're using a
character.
name picker so that we can't accidentally pick favorites or do anything that
We have a retainer who has stepped forward. Look at
the
that.
retainer.
is. Where'd she go?
Come on.
There it is. Okay.
Yeah, Knight of Wands. Excellent.
The retainer Phyllis, the Knight of Wands, is ready for her mission.
It's a perfect one for this mission.
Unless there's something I'm misunderstanding, you want to instruct her to board our fastest messenger ship to deliver a cask of gold with as a payoff.
That is it. Although, in lieu of the queen, he can have the dowry. Goodbye.
Okay. So, Phyllis, your mission, as I understand it, is to accompany our fastest ship, draw a minor arcana card. So deliver the gold to Prince Darian, and please bring back your report in the form of draw a minor arcana card and use that card either positively or negatively as the basis for a short report.
And you can tell us what happened.
And when you're back, just type in all capitals, I have returned, so that we are aware and can start paying attention to the chat to wait for your report.
And do we go back to trying to think of another?
In the meantime,
I think so, because yeah, I think we could do that in the
have
meantime.
an idea. Well, maybe not an idea so much as an innovative solution. We can throw a whole monkey wrench into this plan if we change tactics and try to approach the queen. I can't remember her name. Regent Callum, help me out.
oh, Queen
Chaldea?
Chaldea.
Chaldea.
So I was given this note from my queen, Ruby, the queen of Estimia, and this is called the Two of Cups. And I mean, Zalaria, I think you can probably get on board with me about this, because this is a love affair, right? So perhaps we can speak to the queen and kind of sway her back into Prince Darian's arms. Like, it could be a love story.
Now, does it have to be Prince Darian, or could she find another suitor? Maybe we can find her a different suitor.
I mean,
Yeah,
we
I think
gotta
that's
get him
a
off of our backs here with the pirates and the whole thing.
But then
I
he would become the king,
We don't want him to be
and
the
we
king.
would all be answerable to him.
Also, I
Yeah,
don't think
'cause
she
he's
likes
greedy,
boys.
yeah.
I'm just saying. I don't think she likes.
The issue is whether by his marriage to the queen, he had hoped to gain the throne for himself. He would intend to rule over his wife. he
But
marries
maybe
her.
she could sway him. I mean, like this seems like a partnership to me.
I feel like that message might be going in a different direction.
I don't think
What
she
if we were to
thinks-
play matchmaker and send her someone much more suitable, get her
Exactly.
married quick? Then he can't do anything about it.
I think Amara has a little crush on her. Maybe I could introduce them.
Hmm.
Ooh.
She wouldn't be opposed.
No, she wouldn't. That's what I heard.
I could send a retainer
Nice.
out, see if she's interested.
Oh, yes, please.
Okay,
That
so
would
Go
be-
in different
All right.
directions.
Oh, I need
Yeah.
help write a note too to send with it because she knows me because we're friends. Amara and I, we're friends.
are you sending a note to Amara or are you sending a note to the queen to see if
She's interested? Well, she doesn't know
There's-
Amara yet.
I think the retainer might take Amara, do a little introduction if that's possible.
I
A
like
little
that
blind
plan.
date.
Kinda.
Dates are great.
I mean,
That'll
just
go
like
well.
it's just like a
It's
friend
like bumping,
introduction, just
it's all
like a
good.
little, and then
Right.
maybe they could also mention like the urgency of it. Like if you kind of like this person, like here's the alternative. So if we could just get the marriage over quickly, like we've already vetted the person, like don't even worry about it.
But do you think that'll make him more mad? Maybe it'll make him more mad if she gets
Nah,
mad.
I think it'd be fine.
okay,
He
so
doesn't have to know.
That was what I meant all along. I mean, really.
Yeah, I thought
I got
so.
you.
So are we going to do this retainer thing? We're going to send a retainer to
We'll
Amara?
have two retainers going at the same
Why
time.
Can we do
That's more
for the
efficient.
retainer? Can we do
Exciting.
#love just to get the love going?
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel really strongly about that hashtag.
Yeah.
In a good way?
okay, so we need a retainer to take a message to Amara, inviting her to come to the palace immediately to meet our queen for a potential love match.
And like maybe a Knight of Cups retainer would be, I mean, I don't mean to influence, but that would be fantastic.
I mean, I always
Heard
trust
they're
the Knight of
really
Cups on a mission of
charming.
love.
But I mean, at the moment, it's a political mission. At the moment, it would be a political marriage of convenience. So it's
And love.
I mean,
I
it can
think
be
that
all
might be-
things,
And love.
right?
Yeah.
Yes, it can be all things. And she knows that this is in her future. So
Exactly. She's going to marry somebody she only kind of half likes probably anyway. So might as well be somebody we pick.
okay. So any retainer who is willing to take this message to Amara and accompany her back, please volunteer now. #love. And then once a retainer has been chosen to step forward, Fox, you'll be able to give this person instructions.
Do you think maybe that I should like send a letter in advance? I guess I can't send a letter that fast, can I? So I was just going to say to Amara to at least let her know that this is happening. She might feel a little
pretty sure
blindsided.
Amara's pretty easygoing and easy to manipulate, and we can bring
I
her
don't
here
know.
with no problem.
Maybe we could send a dove.
Entirely fair.
Maybe we can send a dove with a little message over to her. I mean, that should get the love going.
okay, I'm
well,
confused. I'm
okay.
confused. Are we talking about an advanced retainer now going from
Not a
Zaleria?
retainer, just
Okay.
like like a heads up.
Okay,
Like,
what we'll do is Zaleria is going to send a message to Amara.
Yeah.
We
We'll throw
already
it on a
know how
kestrel, it'll be
that's
fine.
going to go, so we don't need to be
I
concerned.
miss her anyway. I just
Just
wanted to
to
say hi.
invite her, just to let her know that a retainer is coming to accompany her back.
Meanwhile, our other retainer, what's going on there?
The other,
I think we're waiting for a report still from
we're still waiting for our
Phyllis.
report on whether how the chest of gold was received.
Okay. Can
This-
I just interrupt this important
Uh-huh.
proceeding for a quick materials check? So
Oh my God.
does everybody have their wax seal? If we're sending letters all over the place, Valeria, I hope you're using your wax seal.
I mean,
I-
I think I have one somewhere. I might have to go looking.
We just
I
wanted
think
to
I
know that
saw
it's
a little
really
glitter
you.
trail because I think your wax seal is kind of light pink with glitter. Is the rainbow kind of? Is that yours?
It's really cute. Yeah. Did you see it?
Yeah,
Okay,
I
great.
saw
So
it.
use
Oh,
that
thank
so that she knows it's coming from you.
That's
and
a good idea. Thanks, Camilla. I would have totally not thought about that on my own.
I heard a murmur from the crowd, a suggestion about a poem of love on the scroll.
That's a
Ooh.
lovely. Do we have any,
Okay,
are any of you
so-
guys good at poems? I'm not good at poems. What about you, Kelda? Can you write poems? Are you a poem person?
Oh, We have our report.
Oh, gosh.
We have our report.
And then we'll choose our next retainer.
After arriving on the ship and handing over the gold, it was obvious that they enjoyed that we wanted to pay them. Oops, I'm sorry. Pay them off. They told me we need to pay a chest of gold every week, or war and invasion will come to our
This
shore.
is what I said.
That's not
It's
All right, I will remember this.
But,
so it happens when you give in to pirates.
but
This
our
will
Phyllis
always
is very
be remembered.
observant. We have this is the piece that matters to me, I believe. Whether it matters to you is your decision. It seems that they have no resources and need this gold to keep up this war. They are burdened with all their resources that are dwindling. So the good news here is that regardless of how they might be putting everything my opinion, should you agree or disagree, is that they're putting everything they have into this and hope for a swift conclusion. I don't know if this does or doesn't impact how your planned actions are, but in the meantime, we will. We've already sent Zalaria's note to Amara, so Amara is at least aware that that she will be invited back to the castle to meet with our queen. I'm
excited. I mean, planning, schmanning. I mean, we've got love on the one hand, war on the other. Like, aren't you guys just like fired up in here?
I'm
Fired up now, all right. I like to give everybody the benefit of the doubt, but I am going to crush this little punk.
Okay, that was a good one. Okay. I think that
we have our next retainer.
Yeah, we have our next retainer, Robin Seaborn. And as I understand Fox's instructions, please accompany Amara back to the castle. And
I actually feel this is perfect with the Knight of Swords. So I feel like if you go with her, go with Amara, and just
I said hi.
Yeah, and then just explain the reason of the situation.
Don't let him talk too much, though.
The logical, and then just take her there. Perfect. Try and get them matched up, and explain to them the importance of this and the swiftness of a wedding coming soon.
And essentially, please write a short report drawing a minor arcana card, and report back to us on Amara's opinions, whether or not you feel that Amara would be interested in a match should the two ladies get along in that way.
Thank you for your help, Robin. We appreciate you.
Yes, we do.
If possible, please type in all caps, "I have returned," so that we can spot you better in the chat, so that you can then give your report. In the meantime, as we are now have two issues that we're dealing with at the same time, we now know that Prince Darian may be is likely limited on resource, and we also know that bribing him will work as long as we're committed to bribing him in perpetuity.
Oh, the coffers are closed.
I don't see that. I mean,
I agree.
Simply bribing a man to go away gives him the opportunity to. Yes, bribing him to go away just simply gives him the opportunity to continue to collect bribes until he's strong enough to come back. That's the opinion of the court. If you agree, if you disagree, please discuss. Otherwise, we do need to choose a course of action as the day is growing short.
Yes, we need to drive him back. Right here.
Crush him.
Mine is entitled "The Seven of Wands." I think we really need to move him back and away from us. And since his resources are depleted, if we defeat him now, he won't be coming back.
Oh, I know. I mean, that's a good idea to push him back. I think that's really good. Does Queen Halliday have spies we can borrow? Like the sleuthy kind of people, the sneak.
We have a spy on the ship. We have one spy on the ship with the ability to send out some small messages.
Well, I wrote this note down with 7 whole swords on it, and I was thinking maybe what we could do is get the spy to sabotage, sneaky, right? Maybe sabotage his weapons, or maybe convince the other people on the ship with him that he's a real bad guy and they don't want to help him because they're going to get dead.
Or maybe inner circle, his personal.
Well, maybe they could sabotage. I still like the sabotage. Do you guys like the sabotage idea?
I like it. I have my note that has even 2 more swords in there. 9 of swords. I think we head that in that direction, and we're coming in. We're going to be a total nightmare for this guy.
Are we in agreement then to have our ships?
Yes, but I also
Nope, she's
think we
got the
need to
9.
protect. We need to protect our queen as well. So we need to
do.
don't put it all into your offensive.
All right, Camilla,
Move.
leave it to you to be practical about everything.
I mean, that's a really good
That's
idea.
right. Stick
Yeah.
with me, and you're going to be okay.
Yeah, totally.
Okay. So obviously the castle defenses are being looked after. So that is definitely happening.
Ooh.
Okay.
I've heard a stirring in the crowd.
The queen is not opposed to love, but she has her defenses up. So
What can we do?
I don't know if this is a rumor. A fire broke out on the ship?
Yes, I heard
Somebody
that
say
rumor
that?
too. I hope our spy is okay, but that would be perfect.
See, I think we should just leave him. Like, if his ship's on fire, if everything's going, and just keep on working on the love.
I mean,
Just keep on working on that
working
connection.
on the love, but also, can we sabotage him at the same time? Can we?
I thought that your initial idea was to go all in. So I mean, it seems there is some opposition. A decision must be made, and we now know that. Decision must be made. We now know that the queen is willing to meet with Amara. We don't know, and again, we can't rely on that. So we have to see. So what do you want to do about Prince Darian?
I mean, I have no notes that reflect going in, but I'm happy to go with what you guys. It seems like a good plan.
Have we sent our troops along the shore to protect our land yet? That needs to happen immediately.
I agree with Camila. I think we need to put some defenses out front because we don't
You
want them
know-
coming in here. That could get messy really quick.
Right. There are more rumors that they might be sending spies to swim to shore. So we need to stop this right now.
Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, I agree. Let's not let them come here. No. I agree. Defend.
Defend?
Yeah.
So we're going to stay here and do nothing?
No, we're going to put our people out front, our ships and stuff.
So we will send. So
we're doing both.
We will send out a sortie of our best ships. We will also send troops along the shoreline.
Yes.
We will also keep.
What was this rumor about the fire?
Because of all the booze?
The fire does its job for us, but in the meantime,
that would be nice.
Well, we don't want him to get hurt though.
So
arrows!
They might have gotten the crowd a little wound up, and they brought their torches.
They did.
I do believe that our other allies in the room are counseling their monarchs to join us in battle. So
they're fired up.
I think troops are not going to be a problem.
The archers, the fire archers are going out there. I like that.
Okay,
That sounds
so
dangerous.
with that in mind, a decision must be made right now. If I'm understanding correctly, if I'm understanding correctly, your counsel is to at the very least put our ships into position, even if we don't engage directly. Bring our troops up. Bring what land troops we have available up to the shore.
Yeah.
To prevent escape or surprise us from that way.
Yeah.
And also, with so many allies in the room, and they brought their own retainers
and weapons.
We'll find those people to protect the queen in the castle.
I think that's
Does
a good
that
plan.
sound fair?
Do you guys like it? I think it's a good plan.
I think it's a good plan. I also want to tell everybody that I'm not a fool. I did send my retainer out with a chest full of chocolate gold coins. So.
Okay. Noted.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely
Do
noted.
you have any with you right now?
I do.
Okay,
I do.
Discuss that this evening. Okay,
I'm
so
happy to share.
Thank you.
We are sending forward our so that is the action that we will be taking at this time. We have done a lot today, so we are going to adjourn today while we wait for messages back as our ships and soldiers are put into place overnight. And we will also take a 5-minute recess for the benefit of all of us poor slobs stuck on camera with nowhere to go. Party. We're party tonight. So, okay, so at this point in the game, all you lovely people in the audience, we're going to shut everything down for 5 minutes. That way, because, you know, we're committing to being stuck behind the camera. That way, if we need to get up, stretch our legs, get a drink, everybody, we can all take care of that.
Hashtag potty break.
Yeah, potty break. Hashtag potty break. So the game is not over. We're going to put up a timer, and we'll be back in 5 minutes.
Chocolate for everyone.
Okay.
Good
So,
morning.
Good morning.
Has everybody had breakfast?
Pretzels.
It appears not everyone's at the table, but that will sort itself out in due time.
Somebody's a late sleeper.
Sleeping in, that's fine. It happens. We'll be fine.
I had a
Okay.
chocolate croissant.
There was some wine and Mai Tais last night. She might be hungover.
Oh,
So
dear.
our spy was able to send us this coded message. This is currently Prince Darian's outlook. He does view it as a positive thing. I'm wondering if maybe he thinks those chocolate coins that Camilla sent are real gold, but he is doing what he can to pull together resources. It seems to me, though I could be mistaken, I would love to hear your opinions on the matter.
I think he's a fool.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty clear that he has to reevaluate the situation.
His whole life.
Yeah.
He's definitely taking some time to consider maybe how he got into this predicament in the first place. 'Cause maybe he's starting to feel a little less confident.
Right.
Yeah.
Like step back, take a look at this situation, and maybe reevaluate.
Yeah.
Okay. Those are sound observations. As
Oops.
from our perspective, it seemed that it was entirely related to his ability to fund his ships, but that is also the very, very sound advice. Now, with that in mind, obviously, he is rethinking a whole lot of things. And with that, there's a knock on the door. A soldier steps forward with a note, and this is the military report. And this is something that is working negatively against the prince.
Oh.
Did he die?
Our report indicates that most of the other ships that are with him are in fact pirate vessels, sell swords, soldiers for hire. And when they saw our armada coming, a third of those ships turned and ran away.
Good morning, Kelda.
The fire on his ship was in fact real. There was some damage. We don't know a lot about that yet, but we do know that a third of his forces are now gone.
Cool.
Without the loss of a single one of our lives.
But did they die?
Lives.
Did they?
They left.
Oh,
They saw the armada. Didn't want to. There was nothing. They saw. Our assumption is that they saw they saw our armada. The assumption is that they just didn't want to die over chocolate coins, and a third of them left.
Good.
Really worth the risk. I'm just saying.
So that is the situation as it currently stands between us and Prince Darian. And again, welcome back to the table today as we again move forward with our next plans to make sure that to bring the situation under control.
Is the queen, Regent, have we determined whether she's like, is she feeling safe? Is she good? And has she met up with Amara? Like, we need to know more about all of that.
They have met. At the very least, they are friendly to each other, but there's no indication that there's more.
Oh, did we get our retainer report on that? I just remember.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
good.
I thought we did.
I don't always pay attention, so
Yeah.
I'm easily distracted myself.
Yeah, see?
But so it seems like our focus now should be on making sure that our queen lives a long and happy life with someone she falls in love with.
Yeah.
But she's got to feel passionate too. I don't know if that's what's going on there.
Yeah.
But passion is real important.
Love's more important.
Yeah, our queen is aware that an advantageous marriage would be in everyone's best interest, but she's 18 years old. Nobody's trying to rush her or push her. Her and Amara have at least become friends. Who knows what the future holds?
Good.
Well, I realize this is going to seem like I'm changing horses in the middle of the stream here, but I did get a note. I sort of feel like the time has come to really bring this to its conclusion. He's down. Our prince is down. Let's just go in for the kill and get this over with.
Going for the kill. Oh my goodness.
It's a figure of speech.
Oh, okay.
But let's see if we can't capture him.
There's a scuffle in the back of the room.
Let's let him know.
There's a scuffle in the back of the room. The guards drag a body to the front.
A body?
A body.
There's a spy in the room. So we don't know. He was carrying a message. So and again, as the situation unfolded so quickly, a spy in the room is not a surprise.
Well, are there more spies?
The possibility exists. This started as a celebration where we had no idea that anything was happening, and we have spies.
Now I don't know who to trust.
You can trust me. It's fine.
The spy's message, which seems to be somewhat negative. Sorry, I need to put it back.
You put it back.
I don't know how.
There.
Our spy's message had the code the Emperor on it, and it did seem to be somewhat negative. It did seem to be a somewhat negative message.
For who? Him or us?
It seemed to be for him. So whatever this spot, whatever because the message is in code, that's all we really know about the message. You may have a take on what you think this means. And again,
might we have an ally we don't know?
That's what I'm
Somebody
wondering.
strong in authority that's working in our favor, and we don't even know they're out there.
Maybe he feels that we're controlling him now.
Yeah.
Ooh,
we don't know.
Instead of the other way around.
I mean, I'm a little nervous that this could be another tyrant. I'm not sure, you guys.
No, I get a good feeling.
It does seem that this was a negative message. That this message was bad was bad news. That was going to be sent to Prince Darian.
Yeah, so it sounds like they're afraid of us taking control, right?
Yeah, exactly. I think maybe they're afraid they're outnumbered and we're gonna win, and so maybe he's being warned to just back off. And if that's the case, then Camilla was suggesting like that maybe
I do apologize, Camilla. You're for the interruption. If that changes your opinion on what you wish to say next, but by all means, continue the conversation if you will.
I mean, I think if
Camilla can continue the conversation if she will.
Okay. Well, where's my note? Here it is. First of all, maybe the dread pirate Roberts is on his way to take care of the prince, which would be convenient. But I think that we do need to just step in here and end this. It's gone on long enough, and he is down. He's down, and we've got him down. So let's wrap this up.
So we're capturing.
Can I just bring something up? There's been a suggestion, and I don't mean to offend anyone, that Kelda may be a spy.
What?
So we need to be careful with what we're saying. I'm just throwing it out there. It's not coming from me. I just heard something.
What?
So
nice to me.
I am the most trusted advisor in my realm.
I trust you.
I think we just need to have a plan that a spy wouldn't really matter, because I'm unsure.
Did anybody recognize this spy that was brought before us? Kelda?
I've never met Kelda before today. Before we were gathered here. Did anyone know her before?
Well, did anyone know the spy before? Let's find out. Let's ask.
I did not know the spy, but I would like to point out that I didn't know Ember before either.
I did, though. I can vouch for her. We had a pretty fun night. I can certainly vouch for Ember.
To anybody before being found. Nobody in the. We have no evidence. The spy seems to have been a stranger to everybody in the room.
Yeah, I knew you were good.
Look, I have a pretty far-reaching reputation. People.
Yeah, you do.
How strong do you feel your alliance is to our kingdom, Kelda? We haven't spoken to your leaders in a while.
Last I heard, we were really well aligned, but I can send a message to my queen and find out for sure how she's still feeling today.
I'd appreciate
as far as I know, we are well aligned.
I think you're good.
Is that okay?
That's good enough for me.
So here's my message from the queen, and she is feeling that we are aligned and that we are one with you.
I think that's good.
I do recall you bringing that message with you. For the moment, we will unfortunately proceed with some awareness, and I do apologize, Kelda, but this is trying times, and I'm sure your queen will understand our caution. So we will proceed. I do believe Kelda. I do personally believe Kelda.
Me too.
We do have guards in the room. I'm sure that they've already caught one spy. I'm sure if anything else happens, they will be the first to notify us.
I don't mean to start anything. I'm sorry again. There's been another suggestion that maybe Zalaria is a spy because she hasn't really been entirely focused. But
What?
I don't agree with that. I feel like it's just a personality thing.
That's so
I don't think
mean.
it's being done
Who said
intentionally.
that? You should apologize. That's not very nice.
You know what? I 100% believe in you, Valeria.
Thank you.
It's not coming from me. I'm just, I mean,
Well-
you hear these things, you got to just put it out there and
These
find
are
out
serious
what's going on.
allegations, and we will have to investigate. For the
Well-
moment, the situation with Prince Darian is escalating quickly. I don't know if this new information about Zalaria and Kelda will change your ability to work with each other, but that is for you to decide.
Right.
We still
You
need
guys.
suggestions on what to
You
do
trust
next.
me?
Camilla has suggested that we just simply bring our forces to bear and put an end to this.
I'm very trustworthy.
The rest of you obviously have your own notes and your own thoughts. We would love to hear your ideas, and then we can move on and decide on a course of action.
What do you think, Kelda? Do you think we should go like do bad stuff to Prince
Are
Darian?
are you guys working together? Like
Excuse me?
separate from us?
You know what, Zalaria?
That's
I'm
really hurting
thinking,
my
I'm
feelings.
thinking those who say things first must be the ones that are under suspicion.
Well, I didn't say it first. I heard it. I've got written
Mhm.
evidence that I wasn't the one who said it first, but it's fine.
Mhm.
Let's just move on and see what we're going to do here. And then maybe if our action turned out to be, influenced by spies, then we'll know.
Fox, I know
Excuse
it's
me.
not our way. We're more impulsive and, we speak our mind. But
Yeah.
I mean, Kelda, like maybe it's a little bit boring how she approaches things, not like us. But there's no reason to believe
Just
that
because
she's
I
so
use
clear,
reason and
kind
logic
of
to get to
honest.
a
Get
conclusion
along.
does not make
We
me
need to all-
boring.
We need to all work together.
Stop it.
I'm
Stop,
trying to
stop,
defend you.
stop.
Yes.
While
Yeah,
y'all
I
are
agree.
busy
Camilla is
playing
correct.
who
Let's focus.
smelt it,
Let's
dealt
Camilla is
focus.
it.
correct.
Stop playing
Camilla
with
has-
he who smelt it, dealt it. We've got problems out in the harbor here. Could we deal with that?
I want to focus on the wedding.
There is no
I
wedding.
like
There is
weddings.
no wedding.
We need to get it going.
Amara and the Queen don't really aren't into it.
Yeah, it's just beginning. It's budding. The passion is coming.
I don't think you can just make it happen.
You
They
know,
just met literally yesterday.
I really think that Camilla's point about, Prince Darian's already feeling a little bit, not great about stuff. And I have this Ace of Swords on my note, and I think that it's time to really just, we need to really think clearly and focus. We're all so distracted. We need to focus. And I think if we focus,
Yes,
we'll come up with a good idea.
I think we should too. I have the Ten of Swords here, and I think that we should go all in.
All these swords. Man. Got any fire going on here? I don't have anything.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's
All
get
right.
it.
Let's do
Danny,
it.
I'll
do
get
it.
on board. I have my note, the Eight of Cups. So moving on, leaving all this behind seems like the best course of action. And Fox, I can sway you to my side. Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
I think there's our romance.
There's enough room for passion for everybody here.
Yeah.
Are you married? Or you got somebody in your life? Maybe we can
Do we know
find
anybody
somebody
who has
for you,
preference?
Camilla.
Me?
Oh yeah. There's enough passion to go around here.
Okay, let's be
I-
honest. Let's be honest. Our queen was just crowned 3 days ago.
Yeah.
She's young. She's attractive. She's single. I think that it would be wise for our allies to send potential suitors so that our queen can begin.
Yes. That.
So that she can make her own choices and allow her to meet people. So
I love that
maybe
idea.
we can definitely make that happen. I don't think we should force her to focus on just one.
We
But
shouldn't force anybody to.
Yes.
if you feel otherwise,
Yeah,
we
a
can-
huge party. We should have a big party. Invite them all.
I love
Okay.
that idea. I like
but
parties.
we should do that
Parties are
after
great.
Prince Darian has been dealt with.
Yes,
'cause
we
the
should
last
definitely do it
thing
after
is
we
pirate
crush
ships
He's on the
going
run,
out
right?
harbor.
Remind me, because I'm very distracted. What is the latest of Prince Darian? He's on the run,
Prince
right?
Darian, Prince
Black
Darian,
sails headed that way.
a spy was attempting to leave the room with a note for Prince Darian. The note was coded the Emperor. It did seem to be bearing bad news for Prince Darian.
Okay.
The result of our we've sent our armada forward, and without a single shot being exchanged, a third of his force, a third of the ships that were with him, the pirate ships that were with him, had turned and ran away.
They ran away.
And he is dealing, and that was death. That note came to us coded as death. The result of this being that Seven of Pentacles, but did seem to be negatively perceived. So yeah,
So he's thinking it over and coming back.
He's definitely rethinking his strategy now that he's lost a third of his forces.
Amber, you could send somebody out and get more information on where he's
yeah.
at, maybe. I don't know.
I'm sure. I mean, the people really are swayed by my ideas. So I'm sure I have somebody out there.
Do we want information or do we want action? Or are you?
I think sending
action.
the retainer out, though, maybe for information.
Are you
and
sending
then
the retainer, Ember?
Sure. Let's find out what what Prince Darien has reevaluated, and if he's really making a move back towards us.
Okay, we can definitely do that. So are we sending? So we are sending a retainer to consult with our spies on the shore, or are we sending our retainer directly to his ship, hoping for access?
Good question. Hoping for access, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
okay,
a good idea.
So we need
I don't know, somebody strategic, Kelda. You think that's a good strategy?
I think it's the perfect strategy, yes.
Okay, because I'm just
more information, the better. Yep.
I like it.
Okay, so we are while we're waiting for a while we are waiting for
retainer, tell me
to step forward and volunteer. And again, if you have as we can, think about your current strategies. If you have a suggestion, you're free to make it. If you want to wait for the retainer, that's fine. We can discuss things as they stand now, and just take a moment.
Okay, I think so we were talking before about maybe now that his forces are down, maybe like maybe what we need to do is I don't know. It's so confusing.
That's okay. Things don't have to happen immediately.
Well, I feel like there's nothing for us to do while we're waiting around.
I think we could send over those potential dates for her to look at, see if we can get the passion going.
So has our retainer stepped forward?
I think we might have a volunteer. Let's just take a look at who's raising their hands in the crowd. I think I might see somebody. Hold on.
I think the crowd's getting a little bit.
I think the Queen of
drunk.
Cups.
I think the crowd. Yeah, they're getting. I think the crowd is ready for war.
Darcy Perry 25. Darcy Perry 25 is our retainer.
Darcy Perry 25 is our retainer, called by Ember. And Ember, if you would remind us what it is you require of.
Yeah. So, Darcy, we need you. Thank you for stepping forward. We need you to get access to Prince Darien's ship. It's the one with the black sails, and find out in what position he's in now. Does it look favorable for us? Does it look like he's returning to do us harm? And then please send back your report. Thank you.
Okay, so we will put the retainer on our fastest boat. Send him. Yeah, we'll put the retainer on our fastest boat. Send him forward immediately. Retainer, please draw a minor arcana card to complete your report when you return, and let us know what information, if any, you have discovered about the current state of Prince Darien and his plans.
Okay, so remember we were trying to figure out what we're gonna do. So while we're waiting for the retainer, So you remember how I had this like one single sword on my note, and I was wondering, it got me thinking about when I was writing back in my schooling
Okay.
days.
Mhm.
Wait, no,
Yep,
I'm
okay,
getting
go on.
okay. Sorry, to the
Do
point.
go on.
So I'm thinking, okay, sorry, thinking about notes. So the spy was captured with a note that was bad news for Prince Darien, but we intercepted it, right? So like,
Yes.
maybe we should make sure he gets the bad news. Maybe that would be good.
I agree.
If it's bad news,
Maybe
That
we should
doesn't sound
deliver his
bad.
own note to him. Yeah.
maybe just make sure. Maybe we need a pretend spy to make sure it gets to him, so that he
Do
can
you
get the
remember
bad
what
news.
I don't
happened
think
to
we
the
need a
last
pretend spy. We
spy?
got plenty here.
I mean,
You know what? I can get on board.
Spies aren't lasting very long around here, Zalaria.
I don't
No,
know. I'm on board with this, Valeria. I say let's do it.
yeah.
Okay. And I will make use of one of my own private retainers, not a retainer mission.
Oh, right.
I'm gonna. So I will arrange to have this note delivered immediately.
thank you.
On one of our fastest ships. As a matter of fact, because the note was coded and one of our kestrels can have it there within a few minutes because they're such fast birds.
Oh, hooray!
So
I didn't know we had those here. That's fantastic.
Well,
Yes.
they are the king's private. They are from the old king's private flock that he used for the most vital of messages. There's not very many of them, and they are notoriously difficult to work with and train. So we will have a note, have the bird fly over and literally drop this message.
I wonder
And
if I could possibly get one of those for my kingdom.
just our
sure if the
queen may
price
be
is
open
right.
to those discussions. I mean,
Maybe real gold, not chocolate, though, for this.
No, I'm serious about this. I would like to have one of those. That'd be fantastic.
Okay, and the bird has returned. We assume that and our spy was able to send a message, so it was a rather interesting exchange of birds going back and forth. But we have our response, and this is what was sent back to us. So the Darien did receive the message. He is not happy about this bad news. This is good news for us.
Oh,
We don't really have any, as I said before, our spy only being able to send very short, somewhat cryptic messages. We don't know what that means for what he is or isn't doing, but this is where things are at for him right now.
I
Coded
think
with 6 of swords.
maybe he's going to leave. Don't let the door
Let's
hit
he's
you.
on the run. Yeah.
I don't mean to pass on rumors again, but somebody said they were in a boat and they saw what looked like the prince suspended and tied to the mast. I don't know.
Oh, his own crew
doesn't
turning
sound
on
like-
him.
Okay.
That works.
Mutiny.
Fox, you always come in with like the most dramatic news.
I just hear stuff like people are drawn to me
Her
and they
ear
talk
is
and I
to the
just like,
ground.
and I feel it. I just got to say it and just put it out there.
Oh, this seems to have some basis in fact because our retainer has returned. Was unable to gain access to the ship, but the prince seems troubled and he seems to be fighting with someone else on his ship.
So maybe it is true. Maybe they tied him up.
This is good.
It's good news for us.
Who could it be?
Like
The first mate?
These
I think that there's like a mutiny.
That's what it sounds like. Mutiny.
I mean, that'd be good because then we don't have to do anything. We can just like let
so
them.
we haven't
That's
fired
right.
it out. So that would be
Fire,
that would be the best outcome with no loss of life.
Crazy.
Now we
Yep.
have the unfortunate problem. We are not sure if our problems are over or our problems are just beginning because the pirates don't usually form into armadas such as they have, and we don't know. Does this mean we don't know what this means? We don't know if this means the pirates are taking over and will be attacking, or
Maybe there's factions within. Factions.
There are, and we this is okay.
I heard somebody in the crowd say a really good thing. They said maybe we can attack him while he's distracted.
Yeah, we are making assumptions because we've never dealt with we almost universally deal with pirate ships one by one.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't know if this is just a
Yes.
We don't know what this means. So we do need some advice from you, whether you want to wait it out, whether you want to attack, whether you want to do something completely different.
I think we need to go quickly, move fast. Mine is entitled "What the Eight of Wands," and my note, and I think that we need to move swiftly.
This might be the right
And
time to
Yeah.
do the thing. I mean, he's distracted. I mean, I don't want anybody to get hurt or anything, but like, also this. I mean, if he's in the middle of some kind of kerfuffle, maybe we could just like, you know.
So my notes go against my nature because normally I would say exactly the opposite of this, but this came from my queen. And, you know, if I'm to rise up in the ranks, I've got to do what she says. And she says that we need to wait and rest. Maybe that'll help us get our creative juices flowing again. This is a letter entitled The Four of Swords. Look, it's just coming from Queen Ruby. And if I want to climb the ladder there, I got to follow what she says.
I mean, I'm with you guys. Well, not you, Amber. I'm sorry. I hope I didn't hurt your feelings. But anyway,
No, cool.
Okay, good. I think I have this 3 wands note, and I think you guys are right. I think, well, the other guys. I think we should go forth. Well, not us specifically, like send people who are stronger than us. But I think we should send some people now to like kind of get in there while there's all this distraction happening. I think that was a really good idea, and I think we need to just yes, move swiftly, like Kelda said. I think fast is good, and like.
Okay, we get that fast is good. Anyone else?
Well, you know, I haven't changed my mind about this.
On board.
Yeah.
So we are attacking.
Yes.
I agree, but I have the 5 of Swords, so I think that we need to make sure we're doing the right thing, consider it, learn from our past mistakes. Just make sure when we go in, but I am for that plan.
Yeah.
Self-preservation.
Our ships are prepared. We currently outnumber the enemy. So we are happy to send them in. We will adjourn for the night until we get and see what the result is in the morning. And we will go from there. Thank you again for coming today. We'll see you in the first thing in the morning.
Is it time to party? Is it party time?
Foxo.
Yeah.
I'll meet you around.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
I'll
Valeria,
meet
you
you
can go.
around.
Party. I'm looking for cotton candy still.
Okay.
Good morning.
Wow, good morning.
Okay.
It's a long night.
Rest.
Our ships did engage the fleet, the fleet, and we got back this from our admiral, and this is definitely something that things went well for us. It does appear that Darian and we're not sure who the pirate leaders are as of yet, but obviously there's been a falling out. Their alliance does appear to be falling apart. Some ships chose to engage and fought. Some ships chose to leave. We did want to minimize bloodshed, so we broke off after a rather short engagement. But his forces are now even less than before. And our losses were minimal. Some injuries, we didn't lose a single ship.
Yay, nobody died. That's good. Yay.
And again, this message coded 5 of Swords. Make of it as you will. And we will. At the moment, it's clear that somebody is still willing to fight, but we don't know how hard or for how long. And I don't know. And so you guys need to decide what the next steps are to end this thing.
I mean, well, clearly we're in the position of the victor here. So I think we need to give ourselves a pat on the back. We did it, guys. I mean, it's time to, be boastful, gloat a little bit.
It's not nice to glow, but we could still be pleased that we did a good job and happy.
Nice.
Well, I think we can be pleased and happy, but I think we need to, analyze what we did and what went right and what went wrong, and maybe formulate a new plan.
I just wanted to mention a couple things. I don't know if this affects our next actions, but I've got a weather report. Apparently it's getting cold outside, snowing, someone said. And also just wanted to ask, Ember, is this yours? I found it in my room from last night.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Oh. Well.
So do we want to do anything, or do you think we're good? Like,
I think we're good. I think we won. Didn't we win? And he's gone now, right? Like he's going?
Temporarily, but what's going on with our dating game situation?
Yeah, we need an update on the love match.
Yes.
Can we get an update on that?
That's
I
so
have-
less.
I have a 6 cups note, and I think we should find out if they're in a really happy space and like having a nice time. Maybe they're having a picnic together right now. Can you imagine if they were just sitting outside in the sun having this beautiful picnic and just getting to know each other and falling in love is so nice. Maybe we could find out, get some kind of update or something.
Well, since they're just simply out in the outer courtyard, it was a simple matter of looking out the window.
They're here?
Don't spy on them. We have enough of that.
Remember what happens to spies.
So this note was just passed to me, 2 of Wands. It does appear to be favorable for the potential of there being a young couple. But again, they've just met, so there's no guarantees at this point. But at the very least, things are going nicely.
Yeah, but we can plan for the future. That's what's going on.
I mean, what phase are we in? I'm so lost with my
End
banners.
phase. I'm looking at the time.
Well, I think that, just looking at what has happened today, or the last few days, I should say, I think it took us a long time to deliberate and make any decisions, but in the end, we did manage to protect our new queen and to protect our property, and that's very important. But the threat is not gone, and I think we might want to consider forming an alliance while we wait for the queen to fall in love.
An alliance with who?
Ourselves, all of us, so that we can deal with this pirate issue.
Oh, like
Our
basically
kingdoms?
Yes.
Like basically form we could be a security council. We could look after the kingdom's security. I think we'd make good security.
That would be helpful, because as the queen, at the time of transition to a new queen is usually a new monarch is usually when outside forces are most likely to do something. So renewing your pledges to support our kingdom.
Yes.
I mean, that's fine, but my people, everybody I've heard from, they just kind of want to party now.
Okay.
So it seems
Well,
like
maybe we could do both. Maybe we could get together and party and show our allegiance at the party. Like have some type of party where we pledge.
I think that's good. Yeah, we can have the best of
Okay.
worlds.
So we are not committed to taking any strong actions at this time, then, to reserve our military?
Yeah, I think so. Celebrate.
That's what you guys want to do.
Camilla?
Oh, I just heard a rumor in the crowd that I was being bamboozled.
Oh, no. Oh.
I do love good wordplay.
Mood of lightning, I see.
We can finally breathe a little easier now.
Okay, and with that, a messenger comes back with the news that the pirate ships are slowly slipping away from the Armada one by one. There's only 2 ships left, and our troops were easily able to come forward and surround them. It looks like it's going to be a fairly simple matter to board those ships. And oh no, there's a scuffle in the back of the room.
What?
While it's clear that our issue with Prince Darian is over, it seems that an assassin was just caught in the back of the room. They were killed by the guards.
No.
And wait a second. There we go. What do you have to say for yourself, Fox? This person, the Queen of Wands, was seen with you when you first entered the castle, and they are carrying a message titled the 3 of Wands. For all of your talk accusing others of being a spy,
you're so mean.
Not only were you traveling with a spy, but this spy was clearly tasked with trying to assassinate our queen.
Why is this not a surprise?
No, I mean, I didn't really know her that well. We may have come in together, but I didn't know her that well.
She is your sister.
I mean,
she is known to be your sister. What are you saying?
I mean, known to like.
I'm
I don't know about anybody. I'm not
members
super close with my family. I'm a free spirit. I do my own thing. I told you I have my own restaurant. The family's not involved with it. I'm an independent person. We came in together. I thought I recognized her. I guess I did because she's my sister. But
She was traveling with you.
well, I was
Maybe
traveling
she
with
was
a bunch
mad.
of people. Like we were having fun, you know. It's nothing.
Well, she was here to try and assassinate our new queen. You
Well,
will be
that's
taken
news
into
to me.
custody
This is the
as
first
soon
I've heard
as
of
the
it.
meeting is over. You will be questioned.
Do you have
And
any
depending on your
notes to defend
answers,
yourself?
Any notes on
you have a lot
myself?
of explaining
To
to
defend
do,
yourself.
Well, I mean, I feel like I haven't suggested anything that would indicate that I'm a spy. You know,
You suggested almost everyone else in the room is a spy.
You certainly have.
no, I've said what I've heard. I'm trying to tell everybody what's
Oh.
going on. I'm trying to get everybody together.
You guys
Oh.
don't know Fox like I know Fox.
Exactly.
Well,
just
that's
break
true.
my heart, Fox.
You know,
Break
Fox
my
members.
heart.
It's not true. Don't believe it.
We're so mean.
Ember knows that it's not true.
Our interrogators will be determining the truth
Yeah.
later on this evening.
I'll
It's very
expect an
likely that
apology.
it's very likely that you will not be here for the festivities.
That's so unfair.
Guess I'll have to move on.
Oh no!
What?
It's
Love will
fair.
find a
It's
way,
very
Amber.
fair.
I blame the crowd. The murmurings in the crowd. I'm just trying to tell you what everybody's saying.
Don't fault
Whatever.
someone for being passionate.
Tune in next time for my apology. I'll be here for it.
I'll probably say
There
sorry.
will be
I said
many
a lot.
people in
You
the crowd
will.
questioned as to their accusations this evening. We will be investigating
Guys,
this
don't throw
thoroughly.
tomatoes. That's mean.
Yeah, and when Kelda turns out to be the spy, don't say I didn't
I
told
am
you
not going to be
so.
the spy.
I still have my questions.
Yeah, Fox says she's not going to take our apologies.
So
no.
while Prince Darian, while the situation with Prince Darian was successfully resolved, and even though we remain unclear as to what he hoped to gain, our assumption remains that he was attempting a forced marriage so that he could by default become king, by the old rules, forcing us all to obey him and turn over the riches of our kingdom to him. So he is.
Can you put up that last comment? Awful. What do I do to you people? I've been nice the whole time. Next time I'm coming as the King of Swords. I'm taking you all down.
I feel like your prospects aren't so great for me anymore, Fox.
So I roll the dice, and it's like, okay, if I roll a 1, I'll just roll again. And then
Are we out of game? We can change our names now.
Yeah.
Okay, let's change our names to our real name.
Fox's future may not be certain. Kelda is apparently not a spy, and as the Queen of Swords,
Kelda and Callum are apparently working together.
Possibly, yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah. So I had to, after all the talk of spies going around, somebody had to be walking away with an accusation.
All right, how do
I rolled to see what it was going to be.
How do I change my name? Clearly, this one isn't working for me.
I don't know if you noticed me suddenly laughing.
There we go.
It's like, oh my god, like
the irony.
You're the one who did the most accusing,
and the roll landed on you. She was like, "Oh my god!"
It's like, well, this has to happen now.
There we go.
Chanda, what was
and
the
with
deck
that,
you were
the
using?
party continues. Our potential love match continues.
Yay!
We will
go Amara,
and this story is concluded.
Woohoo! Chanda, what deck was that? I've been dying to know the entire game.
This is the Norse Tarot.
Norse Tarot. It's beautiful.
Fox in the Hen House.
Oh my god, it is so gorgeous. Take the banner off.
Yeah, this is from I got this, and then this is from 1989.
Wow, it's pretty.
It really is.
It's really pretty. How did you guys in the audience feel? Did you guys have fun?
We don't even thank the players yet. We tortured you guys for 2 hours.
Thank you, players.
Get all over Andi at the end.
Poor Andi.
Poor Andi.
Sorry. I can take it.
Much thanks to you guys for putting your faces on camera and doing this with us.
Yes, thank you.
So yeah, as always, that was fun. And this was a little bit scarier because like the test games, because that's in the private group, that's got what, 10 audience members?
Yeah,
10
like it
or
was
12?
much,
Yeah,
much
it was very,
quieter.
very
At one
So
point,
yeah.
we were over
you guys were
100.
big troopers
You
to
guys
be
were
here in front of this
awesome.
big
You guys
crowd.
are totally amazing for coming in.
Thank you.
I
guys
could not
so
keep
much.
up with the chat at all.
Yeah,
It's hard.
we knew that was going to be likely. That's why we right up front said that it's a rule that if you're on screen playing, it is a rule that you are not obligated in any way to follow the chat. It adds to flavor because some people
Yeah.
follow and some people
Yeah.
don't.
Might get you in trouble though, keeping up with that chat.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Right?
Don't do it.
It was
Oh my
literally the
God.
roll of a dice, and that just was like so. It's like that's such an awesome roll. It was like, oh, perfect way to end the game.
Marlena, that was amazing with the signs. That was
Oh,
yeah.
you like that?
that was
that was
You guys
nice.
like that?
That was so
Yes,
fun.
that was good.
Proud?
Yeah,
Peggy
that
and
was fantastic.
Peggy and Lisa, thank you so much for
Oh,
inventing this game and putting it together. And it was just great.
yeah.
It was
yay.
fun.
Oh, and for
Yeah,
those
it's been a
of
ton
you,
of fun.
for those of you who didn't catch the, we're just going to do the mutual love bombing thing now, Linda. For those of you who
Okay.
don't know the background story, this all started. I was doing I was doing my last marathon, and Linda made a comment that kind of just clicked the. You made a comment. Other people responded. There was a conversation. Santiago had brought a game to play,
Yeah.
and Linda's comment just triggered an entire thought process that led to this game.
Peggy made
So-
this game so fast.
So yeah, it's like boom. Oh wow, this is a really cool idea. So yeah,
Yeah, she made it in hours. She invented this thing.
Hours.
It was incredible. Yeah.
I did a 6 hour. I did the 6 hour marathon. We were done by 5 o'clock. We broke for dinner, and by midnight the game was like 75 to 85% done. Just 2 weeks
Yeah,
after that.
it was so awesome.
It was just like right there.
This is great. So we will definitely have another game. We don't have a
Yes.
date set yet, but we will keep you guys posted of whatever the
That
next
we
game
will
is.
do.
There is a form. Let me grab the link for
How
you
did,
guys.
yeah, I would love to hear feedback from you guys in the chat. How you felt about audience participation? Because some of you guys were really going to town here. It was a lot of fun to. Like, I didn't get to watch everything, but it was a lot of fun to watch what I could of it.
Yeah.
Um,
I think the biggest thing to remember as audience players is that you don't need to draw. You can draw cards. You don't have to draw cards other than your character. Yeah. And basically, your job is for flavor and just not to.
No, you guys did great.
You guys did amazing.
I didn't. I mean, you guys could go completely to town. You guys can say the most
outlandish things, and you'll just roll to see or whatever.
What we realize is that you guys as the audience can say the most outlandish things if that's what you want to say it. And it's like that as the main players, we can either react to it, not react to it, maybe not even notice it if
and if it's a major story thing, then you can kind of as the GM kind of decide whether it's being worked into the story or not. But it was so much fun. You guys were so involved. It was a blast. We had so many retainers sign up. It was so cool.
Now this game moved even faster. I feel like this game moved even faster than previous games.
Yes.
Now was that good or bad for you guys as players? As for you guys, because I mean,
it was fine either way. I think it depends on the mix of court cards that we pull, because we had some very active court cards this time, and I think the slower games where we had like cups and more passive players, no offense, more passive players, I think it moves a little slower because everybody's kind of like, we could just like not do anything, or we could just sit here, whereas we're all like let's go, you know.
Yeah, we had wands and swords.
Really helped. Yeah, of all of the courts too.
We had all the 4 suits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was we were lucky.
Probably kept things moving.
Yeah.
I don't know what you mean about that.
I think that the audience today made a big difference. I mean, I got kind of caught there spacing out because I was like trying to read, like I'm over here trying to read.
Right. But you know what? I mean, the game has plenty of room for you to be able to do that.
Yeah.
I was very in character for you, though. Take your time.
That's true.
That's true. That was totally in character for your.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's gonna be. And for the public game, anybody can sign up to play. There's gonna be people playing on their phones who won't be able to watch the chat at all.
Right.
And sometimes and having different personalities at the table means that some people are going to be more focused on watching the chat and stuff like that. But I had a.
That was you, Phyllis. Oh. Apology accepted. No, I'm just kidding.
All through the chat. I'm like, I was being good. I was fine.
Yeah, I thought that was fun.
But yeah,
My favorite one was the 10 card.
once
So
again,
how can is the next game going to be up for the public to play? What's the next?
we're doing basically going forward. We'll do private games for the Unicorn Fam.
Yeah. I don't know what's going to be next.
I don't know. I mean, but there's
It
less,
might be public next.
there's less people, so we'll just wait till we get enough people that want to play or whatever.
Yeah,
So they
for a
might,
private game.
we don't know how that's. We're definitely doing private games. 100% doing private games.
By private games, by the way, Peggy means for the Unicorn Fam
Fam.
channel members. Yeah.
channel members.
Yeah.
Public games.
We'll probably try to have another one in a month or so.
Yeah.
I'll keep you guys posted on dates and stuff.
Yep. And anybody can play. Now that everybody's seen one for themselves, anybody can sign up to play, and we'll try to go through a rotating list.
Yeah.
And the way that we did the story on the private game, it was a 3-part game.
Yeah.
And you guys showed up. You guys showed up more than once, but because it was a smaller pool of people, you get chances to play more often. But it wasn't the same combination of people every time.
Yeah.
And that's easily accommodated in the storyline, so that's no problem. So I hope you guys who are watching had fun. I hope you guys are. You guys are telling me that you had fun, so you're at least nice enough to say that to me, which is great.
Wait, weren't you a King of Wands this game, Marlena, or were you Queen of Wands?
I was Queen of Wands.
Oh.
I was king.
You were
Yeah,
king.
Andy
I got
was
you
king.
guys
You
swapped.
just finally noticed?
No, I just got them swapped trying to remember because our titles aren't there anymore. So Brian asks, what happens once we fill out the list? So basically, when we're planning, once we know when the date of the next game is,
we would email you.
We'll look at the list. We'll look at who's available around that because I think I asked for your availability. So we'll look at your availability once we know days and stuff, and then we'll reach out. We'll probably if there's enough people, we'll put them into a random name picker and just pick the first 5 or whatever.
Yeah. Well, 5 or 6,
it'll depending on whether I'm playing.
Yeah, Lisa's not going to be playing every single game.
No.
And on the times that she's not playing, we could possibly arrange for fun little surprises, having a second person to make do stuff.
I could be an NPC.
She'll be an NPC.
She's a non-player character.
But yeah, so we will get a list, see who's interested in playing, sort it out. All you need to play is a camera, a camera on your phone, whatever. So it's not that difficult to play as long as you can pick up sound so that we can hear you. Yeah, you're good to go.
I think we've had players play on their phones or their tablets or whatever, right?
Well, we've done.
Yeah, I'm on my tablet.
Yeah. So
and I'm on my phone just watching the chat on a computer.
Oh, nice setup.
Perfect. Yeah. So so that's where we're sitting at right now. Would love to see your feedback. These videos always take a little bit to process and load, but
it'll be available to watch back.
Yeah, Seeking My Crafty Tribe says I like being in the audience now that I know I can say whatever I want and it might be included in the game.
It's fun, right? Like it's like everybody's in the crowd and we can hear rumors or gossip.
As the crowd members, you could egg each other on.
Yeah. There was a lot of wands in the crowd. Holy shit!
Oh my
God!
there was a lot of
things on fire.
There was a lot of everybody's a traitor.
Brian was getting everybody drunk.
Absolutely. Like you don't have to do you don't have to do anything big or small in the audience. But yeah, no, this has been a lot of fun.
That's you.
Oh, Marlene is back.
Welcome back.
But yeah.
Welcome back. You didn't hit the button. You're like Marlene is back.
We actually came in at just under 2 hours. Depending on how we did the 3 games. They all kind of stayed within the time frame. So
yeah, we did good. It's 1:53 right now, so we've been on just shy of 2 hours. We did good.
Yeah. So and you guys did awesome. Thanks again. And we have Bruno climbing all over Lisa because he wants things.
Yes.
He's a big baby.
He really wants to go outside now.
So we probably Corey
Carson missed it. Corey.
That's okay, Corey. You'll be able to watch the whole thing back once the video loads. We're not deleting it or anything, so it's fine.
Right. Yeah. Plus, we'll all shout you out. Hey, Corey!
Enjoy the replay.
Yeah, the audience is kind of missed to give the story ideas. Exactly.
Yeah, and that's part of what helps drive the storyline. You guys, I mean, once
Brian, that's what I said too.
I did at one point suggest to Lisa that the bad news that we caught on the one spy be forwarded to our enemy there.
I was a shill for that part.
She was a shill for that part, but beyond that, I tried actually to kind of stay out of it.
Yeah.
Just kind of repeat what's going on in case people lose track, but
It was fun.
But yeah, you guys were awesome. You guys were awesome as always. Oh, how do I get rid of that?
I did it.
Oh, there we
You're
go.
good.
You guys were awesome as always. And with that, we should probably go walk our dog. We've got chores to do.
Thank you guys so much. Everybody go
See
get
you
some
later.
food or pee or do whatever you gotta do.
Thank you. This was so much fun. Thank you,
Yeah.
Peggy.
Thanks for
Yeah, this was a
playing.
lot of fun. I can't wait for the next one.
Okay, bye everybody.
All right,
Bye,
thank you.
everybody.
Bye.